Well, why do men get so worked up about a bunch of guys in tight pants chasing another guy with a ball? It's a question that many women have asked for years, and here with an answer to that enduring mystery is Bob Andelman, author of the aptly titled Why Men Watch Football. Bob, how are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
I got to start with the obvious question. Why do men watch football?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, I know in my case, one of the main reasons is I like to get together on Sunday or Saturday for college and hang out with my friends. It gives us a way to get away from our troubles, get away from our jobs. Some of the guys like to get away from their wives, their kids. I think that's a big reason. A lot of guys are bored. It's a great escape.
But tell me this, Bob. Why football over another sport?
Oh, what season is it?
Well, it's basketball, it's hockey, there's violence in hockey.
Well, no, that's true. I mean, I talked to a guy today who said that baseball to him is like a very dry desert. He can't wait to get across it to the start of football season. It's a very different kind of sport. It's compact in terms of the time it takes to play. We know it's going to start about 1 o'clock. It's going to be over at 4 o'clock. We can fit it into our days very effectively.
I know I've always thought of football as kind of like the football players, kind of like the gladiators of our era, of our society. But there is the spousal abuse tie into that so many times. Is there a correlation between rabid football fans and problems within the home?
I don't think. I mean, you know, I'm not a researcher. I can't speak to that directly. I'm not aware of that as a proven kind of factor now.
Okay, well, tell me this. How does gambling play into this in terms of if you put money on it, there's actually something at stake on a personal level, more than just who won or lost the game?
You know, I may be incredibly naive, or at least I was, I think, at one point, and I was very surprised to hear the figures of how many men actually gamble on football games as opposed to just enjoying the game. But apparently a lot of guys, I mean, if they weren't able to gamble on the games, they wouldn't watch them at all. So I think it's very important.
Something too, I know more women are watching football now than they did before. Is it the same reason? Do they like Andrea? Do they like the tight pants? Is that what it is?
I tell you, from the few women that I interviewed when I did the book, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think it's also if a woman's father watched the game a lot, it was a way to get closer. I know I've got a 5-year-old, and I encourage her to watch the games with me. And I'm slowly winning her over. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Well, one final question for you. Is it the threat of violence that makes football so special? The fact that these guys, you've got some of the fastest, biggest men, athletes around that are going around hitting each other, and there's always a threat of maybe injury or something serious happening. You
know, I don't know if it's so much that we like to see them get hit and hurt, but I think we like to live through them. We like to imagine that we're out there, you know, hitting pads against pads, knocking somebody into the ground. It's a great escape. It's it's like going to war without actually having to get your hands dirty.
Okay, and on that note, unfortunately, we'll have to thank you for your time. Bob Andelman, thank you very much. Author of the aptly titled Why Men Watch Football.
Thank you.
Very good, Larry. Staying with the football.